Chris, every year you promise that this season is going to be the most dramatic yet.
For 18 years, honestly, I've been pulling everybody's leg. This time I mean it. Peter's season's the most dramatic ever.
Peter flies in and he's looking so freaking delicious. Like, I just want to lick him up and down.
Actually, it really is dramatic, in all seriousness. There are, for a lot of reasons. One, Peter, and kind of the way he goes about trying to find love, and having trouble kind of cutting ties and making a decision and just not wanting to hurt anybody, but that can also lead to hurting people and making for a bit of a dilemma towards the end of the show. But also the women, very dynamic, strong group of women.
And you just announced the 30 women that are going to be competing for Peter's heart. How would you describe all the women?
Wildly diverse, different, and I mean just very different backgrounds, very different things that they bring to the table as far as where they come from, what they do, what they're looking for, although we have a lot of flight attendants and pageant girls.
Okay.
But there are really a bunch of strong stories in here that are going to be, on another note, just good to tell, and it's going to be fun to kind of show and shine a light on them. But it's a good group of women that, you know, and I think also, look, they've seen the show, they know what the show's about, they come in firing, some are aggressive, some kind of play the game, so it's always interesting to see how things settle out over the first few weeks. We always start with thousands and then get down to hundreds and get down to, and so you're really just getting down to a manageable number because we just can't have that many. It's not feasible to shoot that many. And I know that sounds weird. It's like, well, if you can have 25, you can have this and you can have this. But it's just hard to get them in the house. And you get to a breaking point where Peter can't have enough conversations and have enough time with them before he has to make a decision. And so it really is this amazing thing behind the scenes that someday we'll have to show of people fighting for people. It's a little bit like you know, teams trying to make it into the NCAA tournament. We all have our favorites as producers, and you've been working with these women and you're trying to get them in the show, and so people are making their case for how great this Lauren or this Kelly will be, and but we have to make a decision at the end of the day of who has the best stories, who might find love with Peter, and then we have to have a workable number.
And you noted that a lot of the girls this season were kind of quick to say the L word.
One in particular, especially.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just, she was in love that fast, or?
You know, and it wasn't, she didn't, I will preface this by saying she didn't come out and throw it at him, but she was very quick to get to those feelings and express those feelings, which was interesting. But we also saw that in Hannah's season,
right, with
a certain someone. Who said it on that first, that Mr. America date or pageant date we had.
And we saw how that ended.
Yeah, that did not end well for him.
No. From what we've seen already, it seems that Peter's kind of like a sexy bachelor. He's making out with a lot of women, and it seems like it's gonna catch up to him.
He's not shy.
He's not shy.
Not shy. And again, a spoiler alert, I said this morning when we announced the ladies, he has his first kiss night one.
Wow.
So, happens very quickly. And you know, sometimes, you know, bachelors or bachelorettes will be shy, like I don't want to do this night one or I want to wait. He's like, whatever, I'm going to enjoy this. This is my one time to be the bachelor. I am leaning into it and we're going to go for it. So he's not shy about showing affection.
But how did the ladies react to that?
Clearly not well.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, would you, if you're trying to date somebody and you see them making out on night one? Not well, but that's part of it.
And how does he kind of handle that throughout the season?
You know, the thing that Peter's good at is he is so sincere. He's very endearing. Wears his emotions on his sleeve. What you see is what you get with this guy. And so he's very blatantly honest, open and honest with the women. Like, this is, when I'm with you, I'm just with you. And I'm going to tell you, I'm compartmentalizing. So, you know, when we're together, I'm worried about this relationship and this relationship only, and my heart and soul is into it. But that can also lead to a Ben Higgins type problem, where you really do start falling for multiple women and you start feeling for multiple women. And if you're in it, you're in it. But there are other people a part of this that their feelings are going to get hurt too.
Peter, does Peter have like a jump the fence moment in this season?
Isn't it funny that we kind of become that thing, like, okay, what is the jump the fence? What is the windmill?
Right.
What's his thing? Hopefully it's not the cutting of the face, but that clearly is a big thing that we have to deal with this season. But there's much more to that. I think Peter's thing will be steeped in emotion and real life drama. It's not something that's quite as superficial as, say, the windmill or the jumping of the fence. There's something just as dramatic, but it's real life based, real heart based.
Okay, last question, one word to describe Peter's season. Just one word.
Turbulence.
Ooh.
See what I did there?